Hey guys, Vernon Hale here. July the 24th of 2016. We're getting closer to the launch date of My 24 Income with Drew Burden. Guys, I want to do a little follow-up on the last video I did because, um, there's someone that had went out and got a domain name and did a video. That video has been taken down since. Okay, but uh, they still are talking about a industry that they admittedly admit that they don't understand. Okay, but yet and still they can call it a scam and uh, all these other things, right? So what I'm going to try to do today in this video is to give some clarity as to what advertised revenue sharing companies are, how they operate, okay, and of course the people that's doing the trashing of my 24 hours, okay, they're going to be strong-headed and go ahead and do what they want to do anyway. I'd expect that, okay, but let's try to see if we can clarify things. All right, for a number of years, advertised revenue sharing companies have been around. You have companies like Traffic Monsoon, one of the leading companies that's out there. People have made money, I mean big money, with Traffic Monsoon. All right, I came into the picture last year. I was looking at a company called My Paying Ads, and from March from March of 2015. Right? Yeah. Until about December. Okay. My paying ads was like, I forget the exact numbers, guys, but hundreds of thousands of people globally had signed up within months. All right. And from March until, December, they had already paid out, roughly what, $20 million among its members. Okay. How can that be a scam? That's number one. So we're going to try to dive into what an advertising rev share company is in just a moment. But again, you had Traffic Monsoon, My Paying Ads, For the Ad Pays. You have it's just a host of them. Okay. What was interesting to note was that back in December, PayPal did some unscrupulous practices with the advertised revenue sharing companies, for those that don't know. All right. And I say that because I was with My Paying Ads at the time, and I had just joined My Paying Ads the 1st of December, and by Christmas time, My Paying Ads had their payment processor snatched without warning from underneath them. And this is, mind you, after they have been approved several times by PayPal, saying that their platform was fine. Okay? Well, they end up snatching the platform payment processors out of Traffic Monsoon, out of My Paying Ads. All the companies that were thriving and had a membership base, a strong membership base, and was paying out huge dollars to its members. The payment processor got snatched, okay, throwing the industry into a whirlwind. Now, at the same exact time that PayPal had targeted these companies that had a strong membership base and was paying out millions of dollars among its members, at the exact same time, PayPal was opening the doors to advertised revenue sharing companies with the same platform, but they had no membership base, they had no track record whatsoever, and PayPal said your platform is fine, and they had the exact same platform. Okay, guys. All along, PayPal had took and put these companies' monies that was in PayPal system, put a freeze and a hold on that money for 180 days. Guys, it don't take a rocket scientist to understand PayPal was doing some unscrupulous practices by holding this money. They was only shutting down the companies that was doing good and opening the doors that had no track record. It don't take a rocket scientist. For 180 days, PayPal was holding hundreds of millions of dollars from these companies. It don't take a rocket scientist to ask the question, how much interest did PayPal get during those 180 days? All right. Since then, my paying ad had reopened their doors. Traffic Monsoon, they're coming back. Fort Ave Pays, they're making a comeback. Because, as a matter of fact, Traffic Monsoon and Fort Ave Pays, both are major companies. All right. And both right now are in Dubai, opening their own banks, bypassing the payment processors. All right. It's the payment processors that is the issue. That's the problem. It's not the industry. Now let's understand what an advertised revenue sharing company is. You have hundreds and thousands of online marketers looking for an affordable way to advertise. All right. Now, the advertised revenue sharing companies offer that platform. Okay. So, all the advertised revenue sharing companies, all they are, is an advertising company. So, when you join one of these companies, you're buying advertising. That's it. You're buying an advertising space platform. All right? It just so happens that these companies, with no obligation to share the revenue with its members, these companies will share the revenue. All right? Now, when it comes to Drew Burton, the doors haven't even opened up yet, and he's been, the company's been trashed, and now people are trying to save face and try to make it look like they didn't do anything wrong. If you don't know about an industry, okay, and admittedly they say they don't know about this industry, they had 1,001 questions like, why do I have to surf ads in order to get paid? Guys, advertised revenue sharing companies have no obligation to share their revenue. All right, the members are buying advertising space, period, straight across the board. And again, it just so happens that these companies will share the revenue with its members. Okay? So it is not a scam, it is a legitimate a business. Now, most people, they like to use the word Ponzi scheme, and they like to use the word scam. I'm going to pause the video because I want to pull something up and read it to you. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. When you use the term a scam and Ponzi scheme and pyramid scheme, you have to understand the definition. All right? A pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via a promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme, rather than supplying investments or sale of products or services. As recruiting multiplies, recruiting becomes quickly impossible, and most members are unable to profit. As such, a pyramid schemes are unsustainable and often illegal. Agree. Key phrase here, guys. Rather than, other than, with the exception of, rather than supplying investments or sale of products or services. Quote unquote definition of a pyramid scheme and or scam. Okay, guys? Now, I do agree with the man when he says one thing, that any business, whether it be online or offline, can be used as a scam. Where's the scam when you're buying advertising products and you understand that you are buying advertising space? Now, why would I buy advertising space from an advertised revenue sharing company? Well, because you have these unscrupulous people that have these lists for, you buy lists. You buy into their list, email addresses, you're going to mail them, and most of those people that sell these mailing lists is junk, pure junk. And here comes the advertised revenue sharing companies, where the hundreds and thousands of online marketers can come and have a safe place to advertise without being taken for their money in terms of those selling those lists that is junk. Okay? So now the advertisers come to advertising platforms such as Traffic Monsoon, My Paying Ads, Forward Ad Pays, My 24-Hour Income. Guys, Drew Burton is opening the doors to My 24-Hour Income to solve some of the problems that other advertisers have been facing. Okay? Number one, we passed the payment processor problem with PayPal. Okay, there's still some issues with other payment processors. But some of the companies, most of the companies, when they share their income, all right, they share like 75 to 80%, 85% of the revenue that is taken in. Why? Because they have, one, no overhead. Okay, so they supplied a platform where advertisers from various types of business can come and have exposure. Among those targeted members who are online marketers can share their income opportunity with one another. All right? So, how is Drew changing the industry? Well, let's start with the fact that 100% of the revenue that's going to be taken in from My 24-Hour Income, Drew has made it so that he says that, well, let's put it this way, 100% is going to go right back to the members. Okay? He's not even going to take a salary for himself. The man has been around. He's well known, well liked, well trusted, well experienced. He walks into advertised revenue sharing companies, max them out. Okay? So now he's opening his own to solve some of the problems, if not all of the problems. All right, so now we get 100% of the revenue shared among the members. All right? There's going to be a referral commission pool that even if you did not refer anyone, you can share in on the referral commission pool. Now, that don't mean you're going to make hundreds and thousands of dollars. All right? It means that you're going to be able to get paid referral commissions even if you did not refer anyone. All right? Now, you also have be able to withdraw unlimited amount to withdraw. There's no repurchase rule. Most of the companies have a repurchase rule, okay, where some will say 40 and 60%. 60% may be to repurchase, and 40% you can cash out on. There's one that 50-50, 50% repurchase and 50% to cash out on. Now they're getting away from that 50, that percentage of repurchase rule. Most companies seem to be getting away from that. Okay. But here at My 24-Hour Income, there's no repurchase rule, unlimited withdrawal, 7 days, withdrawal. All right. And now there's a 0% funding your account, whereas other companies, there's a percentage for that transaction to take place. Guys, Drew is changing the industry where other companies, either they're going to have to follow or they're going to lose a lot of customers. I wonder how many companies out there are trying to set Drew up because they see where they're going to have to either follow suit or close their doors. One in the two. Just a question. Okay? But for the guys out there that say they don't understand why they gotta surf ads in order to get paid, open up your own advertise revenue sharing company and then go ahead and change the rules. Okay? But how are you going to knock somebody else and you admittedly don't understand how the program works? Please. And then you want to talk about somebody's intelligence level and you're the one that's calling Canada a third world nation. Interesting. Guys, you're going to have a great program with my 24-hour income. Again, 100% of the revenue is going to be shared among the members. Share in on referral commission pool, whether you have someone referred or not. Unlimited withdrawal 24/7, 0% to fund your accounts, and so much more is yet to come. Oh, let's not forget about all the free training that so-called gurus charge you hundreds of dollars for, okay, and don't even get one piece of meat that Drew Burton's training course offers. Guys, click the button below. Forget about the naysayers. Just click the button below. Get the truth. Get the information for yourself. I challenge you. Create your free account. You can always unsubscribe, but at least get the truth and get the free information. I'll be waiting for you on the inside. Till then, take care.